Everybody, this is Dr. Kwame Brown from Move Theory and our Function community on behalf of the Goodman Project. This is part of our Community Dad series, and I'm here with my good friend.
My name is Christopher Grayton. I live in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm a proud father of twins, a boy and a girl. They're 7, and they feel like they're 30 because they try to tell me to do things.
Just, another reason I'm glad to interview you, because that adds a whole other layer to the parenting experience. How important do you think freedom is for kids? Letting them do things that are unorganized.
I think freedom is very important because it's a part of your development. I try to expose them to things I think will benefit them later on in life. Not just things outside their window. They're forming their thoughts and everything right now. They're forming everything right now. Right. And the exposure that they have is very important, what you show them, because they will mimic what they see. They may not do it in front of you, but they may do it when they leave the house.
How do you all navigate community? And if I say the words community dad, what does that mean to you, Chris?
On my block, community dad would be someone who's there for his children and for other children. They looked out for us. But boy, what are you doing? I tell your mother what you're doing, you better go ahead home, that kind of thing. And I didn't like it when I was a kid. It was like, you're a rat, But I understand it, and understand it now. And I want somebody to look out for my kids where I'm looking out for their kids,
What is your favorite thing about being a dad?
Oh man, so many. My kids have fantastic personalities, and so I love to get involved in their activities. So for my son, he's really into football, and when he had a need on the team for a coach, I said, sure, I'll do that too, because you want to coach your son. For my daughter, she is an artist. I don't know where it comes from. I used to be an artist as a child, and I guess some of that comes through me. I don't know. So I like to support her with her art. So for me, my philosophy about that is, I try to be there as much as I can in their lives, but I try to let them express themselves because they are so different. You can't put people in a box because, especially for children, they're developing. So I think our job is to be there as a support system for them, but only to allow them to go to things naturally. But I don't sit back and just not. I'm hands-on. I'll put it to you like that. So even when they come home, first thing I do is to get to the books, and then you can play later. I stay on that.
What do you think about the amount of homework kids are being given now?
From the student aspect, I think they have a lot. I was a little surprised. I can appreciate what they're doing because the curriculum where my children are going to school, they're looking at it on a global level. And at the school they're in, even in first grade where they're going to second now, you see that they are doing things that I don't remember doing when I was in school in first grade. We're doing fractions and they have things where they purposely leave instructions out on the homework, and you see it because they give them a paper and you look, well, what is this? And I think they're trying to get them to see if they retain the information or see if they can just figure it out on their own. And you
give them a little autonomy in the work.
You expect it by the end of the week, and they give it to the kid to just take home and get it done by the end of the week. They're not checking in with them during the week, which is good in a sense because they got to have that responsibility. Whatever they're practicing in school, I don't know, I guess because they're young sponges. They soak it in, they come home, they practice it again, and it's a lot, but you see the progress, and it's almost an immediate thing.
I'm sure at some point maybe one of your kids has asked you about how they look or am I pretty, and how do you navigate things like that as a dad?
Well, my daughter was going through that her first year at her school, present school, because of the community is predominantly white, and I'll say it like that. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just she was saying things like, Daddy, I don't want that doll because it looks ugly. When she was referring to the darker skin or the black doll. And I heard that, and she would say that I want the blonde doll. It's really nothing wrong with that, you understand? It's the fact that she's associating with what she sees. I didn't discourage her from wanting a white doll because I want her to have friends of all colors. You don't worry about what's on the outside. What matters is how this person treats you and how you treat them, because it's about respect and about decency. So I started presenting her dolls that are of the same color or similar color that may look like her to show her that it's okay, without saying, what's wrong with you, girl? Turn to a negative thing.
Yeah, a lot of people sort of overreact like that, and
it's hard because that's kind of human nature.
Yeah,
you're on the defensive, and I saw it as something more of a learning tool in a sense. But I explained to her that your skin is beautiful, your hair is beautiful, and she, I worked on that just to let her know without attacking her and saying, what's wrong with you? This is not right. You're black. You should like the black doll. No, because that's not real. But I showed her that it's okay to have both. You know, parents will steer their children in any direction, and that's a whole other issue, because I can see things in a certain way, and somebody else can see things in a different way.
I think that our kids, they learn those binaries from us, and they end up with rigid ideas. You know, people ask me what my parenting style is. Sometimes I give them a stupid answer like Wu-Tang. But you know, I sort of tell them that it's fluid. How do you and Candace interact in terms of what decisions you make about how to raise your twins?
For our style, we both try to be there for our children. Parenting is difficult, and you're making it up as you go along. I try to be as supportive as I can, try to be aware of what I'm saying, and I think, you know, Candace does that as well. I definitely see that. She does a lot of the planning or organizing, and I do a lot of the making sure it happens, put it like that. And people write books on it, but there's no book.
Yeah, there really isn't. Yeah, your child is your child. Your children are your children, you know. This has got to be a conversation. You know, if we're going to help each other and support each other as parents, it's got to be a conversation. It can't be a book, and it can't be a lecture.
Right. Come say hi.
Hey!
Oh, I guess I'm going to stop for a second. Hold on. You want to show? Come on, show. Hold it back. See? The artist. See there?
Oh, look at that. Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
He's got them skills. See? I told you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for sitting down with me, man. Pleasure to have you.
Pleasure, man. This was fun.
All right, brother.
I don't mind doing it again.
All right, thanks again. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, Kwame.